I have to tell y'all how delicious these strawberry cookies were. This was my second time attempting strawberry cookies, and I have to say I've already perfected the recipe. Now, just so you know, this beginning part is totally optional. You do not need these strawberries for the actual base cookie. This is just going to be used as a topping. So my intention was to dehydrate these strawberries, so I went ahead and sliced them, and then I placed them on the air fryer, just like so. And then we're going to go ahead and put it in your air fryer. You're going to put it on 180 degrees Fahrenheit for about an hour and a half. That's how long it took mine. After that, you can go ahead and freeze it when you take it out of the air fryer. Now we're gonna go ahead and start on the filling. That's one thing I am still experimenting with, is the filling for this cookie. The first time I used a heavy whipping cream base, I believe. This time I used sour cream. I'll go ahead and leave this recipe down below in the description box, but this basically had almond extract, sour cream, and red food coloring. Next time I'll be trying a cream cheese filling, but this sour cream one was really good. I went ahead and piped it into little dollops and froze it so that it would be ready for filling. And now on to the recipe. So for the actual cookie base, I used 2 sticks of butter and 1 cup of sugar. We're also going to be adding 2 eggs and 2 tablespoons of strawberry jam. Make sure your jam is seedless. You don't want seeds in your cookies. And all those things I just mentioned, the butter, the sugar, and the jam, we're going to mix that with the eggs all together. Then in a separate bowl, we'll move on to mixing our powders. So this is going to include 3 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, and half a tablespoon of baking powder. And our last powder is going to be half a tablespoon of the strawberry jello powder. And we're going to mix all of that together. I will have the full cookie recipe in the description box as well. So now we're going to mix all of our powders with our liquids, and I always mix it with my hand. It's my favorite part. Yay! Now you could always decide to put more jello powder in than half a tablespoon, and that will make your cookie recipe more pink. But I went ahead and just added some red food coloring to my dough to make it pink, and then I'm going to add 1 cup of white chocolate chips. And that's officially all of our ingredients for this. So we're going to mix it up, and then what I like to do is put it in a ball and use my thumb to put a little imprint inside of it to make just the perfect size so that I can put my filling in there. Then we're going to roll that into little balls just like so. And if you want your cookies to have a nice form, don't forget to press it down. I let my dough sit in the refrigerator for 30 minutes before I actually put it in the oven. And during this time, I just made some powdered sugar and some water to have a glaze. So when my cookies came out, I put the glaze right on top. And I also added those freeze-dried strawberries that you guys see me make earlier onto some of them. So I'm just going to squish those up and use those as a topping. And this is how those cookies came out, you guys. They were so delicious. And I love them. This recipe is a 10 out of 10. Make sure you save it. Bye.